to tell you guys about that idol show that I was watching. It kind of made me mad at first.
I am the one who
But then
knocks.
I just can't hate people sometimes. And so I was like, yeah, whatever. And I kind of felt bad for that person. Because what happened is... So there is this idol show that I was watching. Basically, if you've never watched an idol show, it's basically this thing that they do generally in like China or Korea or Japan too, where like they like scout a bunch of girls, or like they just get them through audition, and they start like singing and dancing, and they like, you know, get eliminated.
The tribe has spoken.
And the final objective of the show is like to create a girl group. And so they're like chasing their dreams and stuff. And it's so good to watch. But at the same time, it's bad because it sounds like a show for moms. No, it's not for moms. It's actually very Gen Z, okay? It's actually because a lot of girls want to become idols, especially K-pop idols. So they do like even castings online. They do like auditions on YouTube. They upload videos and hope they get picked and blah blah blah. And then so I was watching this one that was basically the same thing but American, but using the Korean trainee method. Okay, so it's like Korean training method. So the show is called, I think, Dream Academy. Were they Americans? No, because they weren't American. Like there was like 2 Americans, and it was shot in America, in Los Angeles, I think. But there were like people from all over the world. There were like Indians. There were Europeans, like a bunch of like German, Swedish, and blah blah blah. And there were like a lot of different ethnicity. Yeah, it's like a reality show because it is a reality show basically. But the thing about this one is that it was kind of cruel, like how it was set up, because it started as they didn't know that they were gonna do a survival show. They thought they would just, you know, be trainees for a while, and they thought they would just get chosen by the, you know, the judges, and that all of this would never be public. Okay. So, and it was for like a year and a half. But then after a year and a half, that they hid from them that it was gonna be public. They told them finally. And some of them left because they didn't want to go public. And some others were like, okay, I've been here for a year and a half, so I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. And so they did. And once it became public, they started to create drama to like pit the girls against each other. And like, so some other girls didn't like it. And so they left. Because of this reason. It was kind of bad to see that. Because that girl that left was good. And I thought she would have kind of sound like Total Drama Island cartoon show. Yeah, I mean, reality shows are mean sometimes. Because they just want a reaction. They want drama, you know. And so they are very cruel. They started like questioning the girls. They were like, what would be your dream idol group? You have to choose like 5 people out of the 20 that are your friends in here. And so they had to like choose. That sounds very illegal. It's not illegal because they just didn't go public. They asked them if they want to be public. They wanted to be public, and then they said yes. Or they said no and they just went away. So, but yeah, it was very bad. Because they tried to like pit the girls against each other, and it was very reality show like, and they weren't expecting that. I think, but yeah, then the fan votes started, and like a lot of girls that worked hard, so freaking hard, were hated just because they weren't as pretty as other girls that maybe slacked for years, and it was so sad to see that the only, you know, redeeming thing was the outside and not the inside, not the hard work that they were putting into dancing and singing. And so the first person to get eliminated was like the most talented one, just because she wasn't pretty. Like she wasn't even ugly, but she wasn't as pretty as other. But she was so good. I swear she was so good at dancing. She was so good at singing. She was like perfect. And she was like very loved by everyone in the show. So like when she went away, everyone cried so freaking hard. And yeah, she was very, very mad. And she was like, okay, I hope that the people who deserve to win will win. And guess what? In the end, one of the girls that ended up being in the group was like the one that slacked the most. And it was kind of upsetting because like she was pretty and that was all. But yeah, at the same time, I felt bad because she was basically hated by everyone, and you could tell because when they won, when they were like announced as part of the group, no one went to hug her. She was left alone there. Which, I mean, I understand. Because she didn't work hard as the others. Okay. But it was kind of mean. Oh my god. Say congratulations. Please. Don't do that. Yeah, the thing is, this girl was also scouted. She wasn't, she didn't do the audition either. She was scouted, like, on socials because she was pretty. And she was asked if she wanted to participate in this idol thing. And she was like, nah. But then, I guess they convinced her, and she said yes. And so that's how she ended up participating in there. So I think she was kind of rigged to win because it's, like, too obvious. But on the other, yeah, I think it was a guaranteed spot because they were like, you want to participate? And she was like, no. So they were like, okay, but we want you. We will put you in the fucking group. And she was like, okay then. Right? So I guess they just really wanted her to be in the group. And she was so pretty, so the fans liked her. And so I think that part was very rigged. But like the rest I think was pretty much okay. I think the rest of the girls deserved to be in the group, and they worked hard and they improved a lot, and so I'm happy for them. But yeah, that one was so rigged, but at the same time, I felt bad for her when no one wanted to hug her, no one wanted to like congratulate her. Even if I understand why. I mean, because I think everyone understood what was going on there. So yeah. They found her for a group and just kept the show going anyway, sounds like. Yeah, I feel like no. Like the show was I mean, there were other girls that ended up in the final group, right? So it was like 6 people. So she was like just one of the 6. But she was like a guaranteed spot, in my opinion. Unless she was a beach. I don't know, from what I've seen, she wasn't a beach. The only thing is she was slacking a lot. She was like, she missed like 10 lessons, 10 classes. Just because she didn't feel like going. And then she caught COVID, so she couldn't even train for like a month. So yeah, I feel like she was just very lazy and she didn't want to like put her all in it. She's just a natural talent. No, she's not a natural talent because she can't dance or sing as well as the others. This is during the COVID era. Yeah, it was like a couple of years ago, I think. But yeah, I think she was just very lucky and she was pretty. And that was all. And then she learned to dance a little bit and to sing a little bit. And they were like, okay, yeah, she's perfect. Because that was the only thing she was missing. Sounds demotivated. Yeah. I freaking cried so hard whenever one of my favorite girls were eliminated. Or like in general when someone was eliminated. Because, you know, in my life, I experienced rejection and I experienced success too. So I understand how it is when you get rejected and you've done your best. And I understand how it feels when you've done your best and you get success. Yeah, it was very emotional for me to watch that. And I don't know if I'll ever be ready to watch another one, honestly. I don't know. I just can't watch stuff like that. I really like to watch it, but at the same time, it's, I don't know, man. It's hard to watch, especially when you're so into an industry that is pretty much it. I mean, it's not based on looks, but I feel like sometimes it's easier for some people to do things and harder for some other people to do other things. And like there is a lot of competition and there is a lot of success, there's a lot of rejection. I feel very close to the idol world because I feel like VTubers are basically just virtual idols. Even though maybe they do different things, they don't dance. I mean, they don't dance as a primary thing. They sing sometimes, not always. So, in a way, I feel like idols and VTubers can be very similar. So I could feel their feelings, and it was hard to watch. It was very hard to watch.
My fellow brothers, in the face of our common dangers, in this winter of our hardship, remember these timeless words, as we can.